Okay, let's try this again. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everybody, to Newbie to Ruby. This class is designed for you, the new distributor, or anyone that hasn't gotten to Ruby yet, so that you can focus on building your new It Works business and focus on getting to Ruby. So exciting. Okay, so starting over again. I am Triple Diamond Charity Ellison.
And I am Triple Diamond Justin Holden.
And we are, we've been with the company for a couple years now, and we love doing these trainings. We remember what it was like starting out brand new, having no idea what we were doing, totally scared, not sure what to do. And so we've designed this class for you guys so that it's a little bit easier for you to get started. So first things first, I want to make sure that everyone knows what their user name is, which is probably your distributor number, password, and your website. If you don't know your website, that's okay. We will show you how to find that. But it is going to be important for you to know what your user name, which again is a number, and password is, so that you can kind of go through your eSuite if you can while we're going through this. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you to our website here for you to see. And we're going to be showing you some navigation techniques so that you can get around your website so that you can enroll new customers and distributors to your organization. So as you can see up here on the top, you can see our name and our phone number over to the right with our picture, and we'll be teaching you how to put your picture up. And then you can see in the address bar, we don't have a My It Works name. And Justin, would you like to explain to everyone why we don't have a My It Works name?
So if you're new to the business, you may either, we already told you, or you tried putting your link, your website name into Facebook and have already been told by them that you can't share it. Facebook does not allow network marketing companies, most of them anyway, to put their address into Facebook. They consider it spam. They consider you a business and sending out too many stuff and utilizing their social networks. So they're not fans of it because they're not getting paid for it. So there's a way around it. It's called masking. Last week's video that I did, at the very end, I talked about how to actually create your own domain, mask it, and allow Facebook to not see that link is redirecting you. So our normal website is kaboomsalon.myitworks.com, and all of you should have some variation on that. Usually, like your name.myitworks.com, or for instance, if your name was Sarah, it would be sarahraps.myitworks.com, something like that we set up with you in the beginning. So if I go to that, ours was Kaboom Salon. That's the salon we had when we first started that we sold and retired from. So kaboomsalon.myitworks takes us to our website, and then I'll show you I have a redirect. So this is masked. So if I go here, see, it takes you to the exact same website, except this name stays up in the top. Facebook doesn't see that, and I am allowed to post that link, at least for now. And who knows, those things may change. But if you would like to set one up, we can do it through hover.com. And I did a video on that, and I will be posting that in YouTube later today. When I re-edit that. So we're gonna have to go a little bit quicker today now that we've had that little bit of interruption this morning. So what I wanna show you guys how to do is enroll customers, enroll distributors, stay plugged in, kind of the basics of getting forward with the business, because you guys need to get to Ruby and get that $500 bonus.
Yes.
So when you have interested customers, you're going to take them to your website, or you're going to get their information. You're going to put them in through your website. I like doing everything through the website that I can. It's a little more descriptive. There are other ways to enroll people. Your mobile app is one. You can do it through your eSuite as well. You can call customer service, and you need to call customer service if you have different billing and shipping addresses, which we probably talked to you about when you got signed up with us. You also can submit a support ticket. So there's lots of ways to do it. I try to do it through the front-end website as often as possible, especially when their billing and shipping are the same. So if I got a customer, what we're going to do is go to shop, and then I'm going to pick out the products that they want to get. I do that by choosing a category first. So yeah, let's see about getting some wraps, okay? So you'll see when I click on body, which you can also do here on the left-hand side, you're going to see all the products in our body line. So if I wanted to get a customer wraps, all I would do is add to cart. So I click that, and there it is up in the cart. Now I already had a box of wraps in there because we were already recording this video. So what I'm going to do is get rid of that second box because I just wanted the one, so I can click that little negative icon. I could also add a box of wraps with the plus. Again, take that back out or get rid of them altogether. And then you can hide the cart just like that. So hopefully you guys see that and enjoy that and understand. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about the wraps, go ahead and just click on the image. That's actually going to pull up all the stuff you need to know. So there's the loyal customer price for $59, the retail price of $99. Again, I can add that to the cart here, which I will do. And then this is all the stuff you need to know. So I want you guys to spend your time, memorize these bullet points when people say, what does the wrap do? These are all the things that we can say about it. And it's the classiest way of saying how great these wraps are and exactly what they do. So there's a little more detailed information when you click view ingredients, as well as the ingredients list. So for those ingredient hounds out there, whether they're customers or yourself, you can click on view ingredients, see everything that's in them. We are a very transparent company. You can do that with every single one of our products. We do not hide what is in them. We are very accurate with what is in them. And when we say that there's a certain amount of something in there, we stand by that and say that that's actually in there. So we have a lot of integrity behind our products, which is one thing I love about this company. So again, we've got a customer, they want to get wraps. I've added a box of wraps to the cart. And I'm gonna go back to body. I think they should also get some fab wrap. It's much better than wrapping with saran wrap. And guess what? They're gonna have to go buy that too. So you might as well add some fab wrap to the cart right now so they can get wraps the second their wraps get to the house. So I always recommend that. I'm just gonna click add to cart, and you'll see that goes right up there. We have 2 items in the cart now. Now we're gonna head over. I do wanna add some energy. So I'm gonna go over to lifestyle.
Add an energy. Boom.
And again, if you don't want to click here, you could go back to those main images, I believe. Maybe not. Whatever. We'll just go to lifestyle. There it is. So I'm going to click on that. Again, there's your bullet points. You get to see everything about it, and you can view ingredients. So let's add energy to the cart. Beautiful. There it is. Let's see, 1. Yes, that'll put me over. Okay, so we are now that we've got everything in the cart that we wanted to get, we got wraps, fab wrap, and energy. And again, it's showing you the retail price because we haven't decided to become a loyal yet. That's the next step. So we're gonna go ahead and click checkout. And now the customer has the option to check out. And we have several options here. If you are an existing customer, so for customers you have already, they can just log in and place this order. It'll already know their information once they log in. With customers with perk points, this is how they're gonna do that. Perk points can't be used on auto ships, but they can on orders. So all they do is set up their order, go through the existing customer login, and then go forward. I will do a video on how to customer can redeem perk points at some point here, so we don't need to go into that. However, this is what you're mostly going to be doing. So you're going to see sign up as a loyal customer. Here's all the amazing things that It Works provides with that loyal customer program. They can see a full detailed description here for all the cliff notes. You can enroll with the auto ship. So this is normally what you're going to be doing. You click the enroll with auto ship button. That's going to set them up with the 3-month program. In order to change items each month, that's something you're going to have to do with your customers. Stay in contact with them before their orders are placed each month and make sure that they're getting the products they want, so that at the end of the 3-month cycle, you have a really happy customer who wants to continue on for life. If you don't connect with your customers and they start getting products each month and they're not expecting it, you can make an unhappy customer that decides not to continue after 3 months. So stay in contact with your customers, guys. The other option, you can pay that $50 membership fee up front. So when I'm explaining the loyal customer program to a potential customer, what I like to say is, so if you would like to become a loyal customer and get that 40%, get that wholesale pricing, you can either pay the $50 membership fee up front, kind of like Costco, except you don't have to pay it every year. Once you're a loyal customer, you're a loyal customer for life. So you can either pay that membership fee up front, or I can waive that fee if you purchase one item today, one item next month, and one item the month after that. That's it.
Any item, any
there's
date,
no price
totally
requirement.
Flexible.
Very flexible. Really cool program, and I want to offer that to you. Usually everyone says, great, 3 months sounds awesome, especially when you find 3 products that they're already going to like beforehand.
Absolutely.
You can check out as a retail customer. So we've had about 3 of those in 2 years that were so stubborn that they didn't want to pay $50, even if they were going to save more than $50 on their order. To put that in perspective, what we have in the cart right now, if they paid the membership fee up front, it would still be less than checking out as a retail customer. So it's very rare to get someone who still wants to do that, but there is the option to be a retail customer. And that being said,
I've never had anyone choose the $50 membership. I know other people have, but I haven't. I've always had everyone enroll with auto shipment as a loyal customer.
And again, guys, that's going to be through how you word it, how you talk to your customers, and we will teach you that. But use those tips I just gave you today to do that. So let's assume they want to go with the 3-month program. We're going to click enroll with auto ship. And then it's very straightforward. What you're going to notice, and the big thing I want to point out, is the name. So this is our website. They should be seeing this name. So if you're helping a customer with this over the phone, make sure you're asking, hey, when you click checkout, do you see my name? Because we're going to want to make sure you have your name on the website. We'll be going over that in just a minute. So they put in the info, first name, last name, all the good stuff. When they do the address and click proceed, it's actually going to bring up a verification if the address is slightly off. It does confirm with UPS to make sure that our packages are going. They are not signed for, so they want to verify the address. Very important, so we deal with less lost packages. I have very rarely had addresses not show up in the system. If that happens to you, just call us and we can help you with ways to resolve that. Now, you're going to notice right here in the beginning, it does say for online orders, the billing and shipping address must be the same. So make sure, guys, this is the step before you even go through that you're asking your customers, hey, I want to make sure is where I'm shipping the products today, the address that's linked to your bank account, to your credit card or debit card. We need to have the same address. If it's not, that's okay. We can just call customer service. Again, the link is right here. Customer service, there is the number. So if customers want to call into customer service to place orders themselves, which again, you're going to want to do everything for your customers. We want to make our customers happy. So you are going to call this number here and give them all the information that you need from the customer, and you get their order right in. Really, really easy to do. You can also find the contact information at the very bottom of your website on every single page right here, and you can also find that number on your mobile app. In fact, it'll dial them directly once you just click contact customer service. So really, really neat feature there as well, guys. So put in the information, then you're gonna choose your shipping method. Since I didn't put anything in, we're not gonna see that right now, but you're gonna have 4 options. Again, the cheapest is best. When you go over $125, so I put all this stuff in here, you'll see now that we clicked loyal customer, it's changed the pricing for us, very nice. So now that we've got, what is that, 119, so plus the 7, so we should be over our 125, guys. So when you go over $125, even on your first order as a loyal customer, you do get free shipping. So that option, you would see it right here. It would say US standard 7 to 14 days, $0 shipping cost. Then you go to payment, make sure to put your name on the card. If there is a middle initial, include that. I believe that was a bigger issue than it is now, but if it's on the card, guys, make sure to put it on there. Card number, once you put it in, you're gonna see a little check mark come up here on the right-hand side. If it's a valid number, clearly that's not valid, so it doesn't even exist in card land, so nothing's popping up. And then your expiration. Final review, you're just gonna go through all the final steps. Obviously they aren't complete, so final review is doing its job well. Then you just click submit, and it should say, congratulations.
Yay, you did it.
Whenever we put an order through, we throw our hands up in the air, we let the little circle go round and round and round, and then we celebrate because you just got yourself a loyal customer. So it will give you an order number, which is not really the most important thing. That order number can be accessed from your accounts anyway, so you don't need to write it down. But their user number, that ID number that you're going to need to know here in a second that you have, the customer's also going to get. So make sure you have that number, that you forward that to your customer. Very important steps there. So if you don't get a congratulations, you have a new customer, you're going to get a couple of possibilities. A little red bar will show up at the bottom, and it'll say, sorry, it didn't go through for such and such reason. Charity, what are those reasons? What are the main things that happen if your order does not complete successfully?
Main things that I see is either issuer declined, which is two different things. It can either be, sorry, honey, you don't got no money, or it can be every once in a very, very, very great while, I'll come across a small bank. For whatever reason, they do not want to release funds for online purchases, especially companies that come out of California and Florida, because those are two of the biggest fraudulent states. So their bank recognizes it as an unauthorized online transaction. They can try to rectify that through the bank. I have seen that be successful. But if that does happen, I usually find for the first order, what's best is to get a prepaid gift card from, say, Safeway or Walmart or Target, something along those lines. And it's incredibly rare, you guys, but it does happen every once in a great while. The other thing it can be is you didn't type in the card number right. You didn't type in the information right. You didn't type in the expiration date right. If you can find your mistake and you see that it is a mistake,
right, so all you have to do is go back to payment, and you're going to see, again, that number here, the name. So if you saw, oh, wait, I totally got the name spelt wrong, or there's definitely a missing number there on the card. If you see that change and you are like, I can totally correct that, then make that change, click proceed, and then again at the final review, resubmit.
However, if you don't see what your fault was, if you don't see something was wrong, then stop what you're doing and connect with your enroller. Do not continue to submit it over and over again, or it will put a hold on their card, guys, and that sucks. So we don't want to do that. Now, the other thing you may see is a red bar that says, I'm sorry, your billing and shipping doesn't match. And you'll have the customer swear up and down that their billing and shipping is the same. I've even had people call the bank before, and the bank has said, no, that's what it is. But for some reason, somewhere, someone at their bank didn't do their job at the beginning, and that address is forever linked to their account. If that is the case, then no problem. You just need to call on the order, and I can usually get on and off with customer service in about 10 minutes.
But the important thing for you guys to note is if you get an error, and you don't know what it is, or it's one of those things we just described, that billing and shipping can also be called ACH decline. So if you see one of those arrows, you see a way to fix it, go ahead and try to resubmit. If you see one of those errors and you can't figure out what the problem is, do not resubmit. Contact your sponsor or upline or us, enroller, whoever you need to get a hold of. It's very important that we get people in the system properly. Contact them, let them know what happened. We'll walk you through the steps again. It's very important. We don't want angry customers with held cards on their bank account. They usually don't like going through their orders at that point. So make sure you're contacting us. We'll get the order done correctly. And the other things we like to do, since you have that error, you're going to want to confirm some of this stuff with your customer. So after you've talked to your enroller and we've told you the steps to do, basically what we're going to have you do is approach the customer in a good way that's not confrontational, that's just very easy for them to get the issue resolved depending on what it is. So contact us if you run into that issue. But I know you're going to be putting in everything correctly and getting 98%
of the time, it's going to go through just fine.
Yep.
Now, when you are enrolling a customer and you get done with that final review, you're going to see something that says share. And it's a little button. I believe that the little symbol guy is the Twitter guy. And if you just simply click on that and then click on either Pinterest or Twitter, even if you don't have an account set up, it'll actually credit your customer a $10 credit just for signing up today. So that's super important to remember. Also, your customer's going to get a share Wraps account. So let's say that I was signing Justin up as a loyal customer, and congratulations, Justin. You just became a loyal customer.
I got energy. I know it.
You got energy. Not only did I get you that for wholesale pricing, I got you a $10 credit, and you now have a share Wraps link. And it's usually going to be the person's first and last name. So it would be justinholden.sharewraps.com.
Or if there was other Justin Holdens in the system, it would be like justinholden8.myitworks.com.
And they'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to see that in their account when they get it started. That customer has 30 days to find as many friends as they can that want to become a loyal customer as well with any items. And that customer, in this case, Justin, would get a free box of wraps or $35 in product credit for each and every customer. So if you're doing a party, guys, and you're at the end of the party and you signed up 5 different loyal customers, all 5 of those customers now have the ability to sign other people up as a customer as well. So that's going to add volume to your organization, and that's going to increase your paycheck. So never forget to mention that.
All right, now what if you've got someone interested in being a distributor?
Yeah,
your team is growing. So step 3, we're going to go towards Ruby. What we're going to do is actually click join. So that's going to be how we get our distributors on board.
Join the party, baby.
Since I was just in the customer side, I am just going to get rid of the cart here, just so that it doesn't come up here in a second. So now that we've clicked on join, there's a little video, shows you a little bit of limelight, real stories. This is also a great video, guys. What's a Rapreneur? Watch this video. You're going to love it.
Super cute. I love that.
Super cute. Great thing to send to your potentials, to a great tool to send off to them. So I'm going to click join again just to show you the main page here. So you're going to see some options: join the party, get started, need more info, and actually the compensation plan. So any of you greenies out there that want to know all the specifics, you can get into it. But again, I recommend going over it with us because we can explain it pretty well for you. So join the party or get started today. That's what you're going to click on to get enrolled. You're going to select your country and language. If you want to know what countries we're in, just head on over to this page, click country, and you're going to see all the great places. So we're going to go ahead, proceed to the next step. This is talking about our builder's kit, what's in it, and our e-suite. This is where you're going to choose that name that you did at first. So remember, Sarah Wraps, probably taken. We're going to check out her.
Oh, no, it's taken,
Justin.
It's already what do we do?
Well, Sarah Wraps again and again. Don't ever make it that long. But we're going to check, and that one is available. So that's how you find out. This is what's going to tell you what's in it. You're going to click to proceed to the next step, and then you're going to join in all the info. So social security number. Why social security number? So if anyone ever asks you, just give them that answer. Really straight, easy. The IRS needs to know. There's only 2 certainties in life: death and taxes. So if they don't have your social security number, they can't get their taxes. That's how it works, guys. If you are a business, you can choose EIN, put in your business name and your federal ID number. If you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it. Sign up as a person. All the general info, just like being a customer. If they are in another country, there are military addresses. Yes, we can sign up people on any military base throughout the world that is considered U.S. soil. Fun fact. Again, though, billing and shipping address must be the same. Contact customer service if it's not. Very straightforward. Boosting.
Boost if you can.
Always boost if you can, guys. This is very important. When I started my job as a heating and air conditioning specialist.
Ooh, we don't do that anymore.
The first thing they did was they gave me a shirt. They got me, they gave me the whole, this is, all your stuff. It was a big booklet of things I had to know about the company itself. What moonlighting is, fun fact, that's a fun word. All this stuff, and then they said, all right, we got to go get you some tools. So we headed on down to the tool store, and the company was nice enough to pay for that up front. I just had to take it out of my check each week, which happened for a long time because it was about $2,000 in tools on day one. So you want to go in and boost, guys. So if you're getting signed up, you're going to get that box of wraps or the kit. However, if you can afford more, you should totally get it on there. And again, I'm always going to recommend, even with your kit, that you add some fab wrap to your cart, and we're going to add that. And that's called boosting. That's adding extra products to your business. You could get some defining gel. You could get the greens. You could add on some energy, or you can just get one of these booster packs. So these are crazy deals. This party booster is available at all times. You can get this on your auto ship. You can get it every month for the rest of your life if you want.
That for me right there, it allows me to make about $500 a month in wrap cash.
Why does it make you $500 in wrap cash?
Well, we've got 4 boxes of Ultimate Body Applicator wraps, and then we've got a box of face wraps. So if you're going to make $100 off each of those boxes, that's $500. So not only am I making $500, but I'm getting greens, I'm getting lip and eye, I'm getting fat fighters. I'm getting all of that for free and putting money in my pocket.
You can also sell 3.5 boxes, and that gives you let's say two wraps for yourself and 4 face wraps for yourself even. You've covered the cost of your kit, and not only are you going to get that those wraps for yourself, but all these greens, lip and eye, fat fighters, and defining gel. Great stuff to do for your launch party, for your first party, for a customer, so you have some products on hand for people to try and sample, and it also covers your investment. So booster pack's really special, especially this one, guys. Mini booster pack, it's only $149. Now again, this is in addition to the business builder kit is $100 plus tax and shipping. The booster or anything you're adding on top of that is additional. So mini boosters plus tax and shipping, you usually run around $286-ish. So keep that little number in mind when customers ask. But it's $149 for this kit. You're going to get the greens tub, fat fighters, defining gel, 2 boxes of body wraps, and a box of face. So again, selling those 3 boxes of wraps is going to get you $300 in party cash, so $150 profit. Same profit on both these kits, but you get more products in the party booster for sampling or for personal use. And it's really important for you guys to use the products, get familiar with the products, find your favorite products, because if you have something to be passionate about, something that you enjoy, that shares better with people. You're going to be able to get that across to people, and that will help you in enrolling more customers and distributors. So once you've picked your booster, it then sends you to auto ship. It's again the same very looking screen. The auto ship naturally sets up a new distributor with 2 boxes of wraps. I recommend that you do not do anything to this today. You're going to want to leave it 2 boxes of wraps, because what all distributors will find out, even if they just get their box of wraps with a kit and maybe some fab wrap, is that they wished they had boosted. And I say that because you're going to sell out those 4 wraps really fast. So you're going to want to be getting 2 more wraps, 4 boxes of wraps really soon. So the auto ship's already set up that way. More wraps we get on people, she who wraps the most wins.
Yep.
So make sure you're getting wraps each month. This commission qualifies you. This allows enrollers to get their fast starts as well. So this auto ship for over 80 BV or 2 boxes wraps is very important for everyone in the business. So make sure you're getting this for at least the first auto ship. And then if you want to get other products after that, we can talk about how to change your auto ship. Final review, just like before, since this is incomplete, you're not going to see it, but it'll just show you all the stuff. Just double check all the information. Why do we double check all that information? So that we don't end up with error messages, guys. So double check that info, double check the price, make sure you did everything right, click submit, and you now have a new team member. So really cool stuff. That's the front end website. That's how you get people involved. The other thing I want to show you on here is the events calendar.
Very, very, very important.
This is everything going on in the company, guys. So when you get signed up, you should be plugging in. What do I mean by plugging in? Plugging in means stay connected, listen to the things that are happening. The more in tune you are with this company, the better you will do. It's just natural. Just like a job, the more you work, the more you're at your job, the more fluent you get. The more you practice a sport or a hobby, the better you are, the better you get at it, the more natural it feels. So staying plugged in allows you to do that. Every Sunday we have a corporate call, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Over here on the West Coast, 9 o'clock Central. So just go ahead, you click on Sunday corporate call. This will give you the live number. So if it's a live call and you're there right on time, you just call in. You can join all the other people for the Sunday call. And every Sunday is going to be our owner, Mark Pentecost, our Chief Networking Officer, Pam Souter, and usually Mike Patillo is on these calls as well. The other cool thing about this, let's say, since I clicked on the 8th, this one's already happened. These are recorded, guys, so there's no excuse not to listen to these. You just click on that, click here to listen in live, and the beautiful
Hi, everyone.
Pam Souter. I'm so glad it wasn't Mark. Otherwise, I would have had to say the beautiful Mark Pentecost, but beautiful Pam Souter starts off the call. There she is for our Sunday call. So that Sunday, Show Me the Money is Pam Souter's call. Usually it's Pam Souter. Sometimes she'll have some other top leaders actually host the call, which is really cool. An honor I hope Charity gets to have one day. These are great calls. We learned lots of great party tips on this, a lot of inspirational stories. Right now, they're doing a lot of the people that are reaching ambassador for the first time or Ruby for the first time. Lots of really interesting, inspiring stories on Show Me the Money calls. These are a must listen to every week. If you can only listen to one of the 3 every week, you guys have to listen to Show Me the Money. And then Freedom and a Fresh Start is with Rusty Lackey. So a little bit more of the guy's perspective, a little bit more of the hope and the dreamer. That's what I think of Rusty Lackey and his calls. So again, you can listen to these live. They are recorded. You can listen to ones for a long time. So if you want to get plugged in, learn some stuff, listen to these calls, guys. We also have the One Team, One Missions are on here. So if you are not local, like you live right near us, and you can make it out to Gig Harbor, look, we are on the corporate calendar.
What?
How cool is that? This is quite an honor, guys. So make sure on the 29th of March, this month, Sunday, 2 to 3 o'clock is registration. Come on over. It's at the Best Western here in Gig Harbor.
Yep, and then 3 to 4:30, we'll be doing the OTOM, which is the party pad wrapping, some inspirational stories from Diamonds and Above. And then after that, we're going to be also doing a local training event. And any distributor that comes to that or anyone that signs up during the OTOM will get to stay for that. And that's going to be some really good, valuable business building tools.
Yes, and it's free for guests to come. Absolutely free for them to come. So invite your guests, get them their tickets, get your potentials out there. This is the greatest way to sign people up, is to get them to these events. If you want to get a ticket, here's the Eventbrite link. That will take you right to it. You can get your distributor tickets and guest tickets there. So get your tickets, guys.
And if you're not local to us, I want you to look at how many of these are going on all over the place. Washington State alone, we've got an Olympia one, a Spokane one. We've got Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, Springfield, Missouri, Ireland. So these are going on everywhere. And the neat thing is, let's say that you can't get over to Ireland for that One Team, One Mission, or you can't get to Australia or Switzerland, but you know someone from over there. They can attend that for free as a guest. Well, what's going to happen after they hear all of that really cool information? Well, they're going to want to join this crazy rap thing, and guess who's going to get a phone call and get a distributor in an area away from you? Our goal is to get enroll a distributor in every state and every country.
Mm-hmm.
So why not have your business go global, right, guys?
And that's one of the great things about our OTOMs, guys. It's the same presentation. It's designed to allow us to send our potentials to get all the great information, even if you can't be there or your team isn't there because this is someone out of the area. That's really what the OTOM was designed for. That's one of the really neat things about our company is the group aspect. I know I can send any of my potentials to an OTOM anywhere in the world, and I feel confident that they're going to go to that. They're going to get inspired. They're going to join the business, and more importantly, they're not going to join with somebody who's there. They're going to join with me because I sent them. So feel confident in that, guys. Get your people to these. It's really, really important. If we can get more people to events, you're going to have a higher success rate, and your team's going to grow like wildfire. So that's our front end website, guys. You know, we have some other stuff on here. Check out your website, go through it. Income disclaimers, really neat little thing for you to study as well. Go through, get familiar with it, because this is where you get everyone into your business. Now, once they're in the business, we're going to want to check up on them. So your eSuite or back-end website, the thing that powers all this, is very complex. It's got a lot to it. But we're going to show you the simple stuff today just to get you started. So if you head over to esuite.myitworks.com, and up here I will just type it ESUITE.myitworks.com. Again, myitworks.com always ends it. You're going to come to this page here. Now, that user number that we talked to you about, needing to know, very important. I'm going to click on mine. So this is my number, and I have my password saved. So I'm just going to go ahead and click login. So use your user ID and the password you got when you signed in. If you don't know it, you contact us. You contact your enroller, and that will get you in, guys. And again, if they don't know your password or anything like that, and they can't help you get in, there is a forget password link, but try calling your upline first. So once you're in, you're going to see some information up here at the top. This changes each week. If you guys don't have the mobile app, want to know how to use it better and need the links to get it, there it is right there. Also on this page, I'm not going to show you this stuff because it's actually my personal info, but you will see, you know, your volumes and your ranks, previous ranks, all that sort of stuff is on this main page. Something I check every day. My morning ritual is I hop on my eSuite and I look at my numbers and I see how my business is growing. And before I go to bed, I do the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
The mobile app also shows you that on the main page as well. So you can also check out your commissions right up here. But what we're first going to start with is your settings. So what I want you guys to do, if when you logged in right now, you may have gotten an alert saying we need you to fill out this tax form. So go ahead and do that tax form. It's very important that it's just a couple clicks, I believe. I actually haven't personally seen it.
Yeah, I have. It's super easy. You just confirm all the information that you originally put down when you enrolled, and then you just type in an electronic signature. And it's just saying, yes, I'm a human being. Yes, this is me. Yes, I agree that I am a person and I would like to work this business.
So click all through that. I know one person on this video needs to do that. Not gonna name any names, but I know you need to do it. So once you're done, I want you to go back up here and click on settings. And when we talked about the website and having your name on there, here is where you're gonna see that info. So you're gonna scroll down here to website on the left-hand side, and this will bring it up. So again, your website name will be here. That was mine. I chose my name. Most of you probably did if you could. I believe you can change this. I never tried. I never needed to. But you can change your website, I believe. If not, oh well. So then you're going to scroll down and you're going to see About Me. So this is your picture. Very important. Get a picture up there so that when people go to your site, they see you. They know it's you. They recognize you, and they know, hey, this is where I'm sending my money to my friend. Then put in a little story. Doesn't have to be much. Charity's is much longer. Mine is much shorter. Doesn't matter, guys. Get your story up here. I recommend putting in the reason why you're getting into this business. What is your why? This seems like a silly thing, but I want you to look at this way more importantly and take this piece of white blank slate and really get emotional with it and write down the reason you're in this business. It could just be for free product. It could be to get that $500 bonus. But why are you getting that $500 bonus? Why are you getting that product? Be specific. Write down your why, because you may hit a wall at some point. You will hit a wall at some point. We all hit walls. That's just life. So if you can come back to this why on your own website and get re-inspired and back in touch with why you got started, guys, it will help. I know it will help. It's very important. We've had to do it many times. So many people have to do it. It's very important. So get your story down. Get your picture up. Back up here at the top for company name, make sure you put in your name. That's the thing that shows up, again, on your website. So if I go here, on our other account under company name, oh, I hit the wrong one. It says Charity and Justin, okay? So right here under company name, it would say Charity and Justin, as well as our phone number, because we want our customers to be able to call us. I know maybe not all of you want to put your number out there, but you need to put your number out there. It's very important for people to contact you. So that's website. Get that done.
Make sure you click save too whenever you're doing any of this. There's always a green magic button.
There's a save button on each section, as well as verify address if you need to change that. So that's your settings, guys. Document library, another really important section. This is where you're going to download your hundreds list. So what I usually do is when I go here, I just go up to the search bar and just search a small word, and that'll bring up all my options. So if I wanted to get my hundreds list, I just type in, say, 100. There's my hundreds list. I can download it, save it to my computer, or print it, whatever I need to do.
What's a hundreds list?
Your hundreds list, guys, if you don't have one yet or haven't heard of this, go to your document library, type in 100, click that download button, print this off. A hundreds list is for your potentials. So this is a way that we keep organized. Your list is something that's going to continue to grow, but we're going to start with 100. We're actually going to start with one page of that, so about 25 of it. I want you to write down 25 names, 25 people you want to either bring into the business or share these products with. Usually when you first get started, that first 25 are the 25 people you are most comfortable talking to. Moms, dads, brothers, sisters, best friends, people you've known for years, or people that you are friends with currently right now that you talk to almost every day. That's the first 25 I want you guys to put down, because you're going to take that list once you've written those names down, and you're going to start calling them, and you're going to say, hey, how you been? Just wanted to get in touch, strike up a conversation, and then share this business with them, okay? Or share this product depending on their need, and we'll teach you guys how to do that, but you got to get your list done. And then from then on, you're just going to keep filling that up, either with people that you meet, that you blitzed on the street, more people that you know. Go through your Facebook. That's a great way to jog your memory and get some names. Be like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about all those other friends I've been in contact with for all these years. Facebook's a great way to fill out that list, guys. So that's your hundreds list. You could also pull up the Ruby chart. Again, we talk about going Ruby, getting that bonus. If you want the official rules to go Ruby, there it is. If you want a flyer to share with people, there it is. You can pull up that charting to figure out exactly how to get to Ruby. So if you really want to get to Ruby, you really want that bonus, I want you to print that chart out, and I want you to call your sponsor and say, I want to go Ruby. Help me fill this thing out. That's how you go Ruby, guys. Asking for help and putting in the hard work, printing out your chart. You can also get all sorts of other stuff. All your questions can be answered, including lots of social media. You'll see all these images. There's lots of great images in here, especially for the new energy drink. All the new stuff is up there. Other than your document library and settings, we got auto ships. So
before we jump there, Justin, would you mind if I just interject
here
for just a second? The other thing that's really important in this documents library is your steps to success.
Oh, yes.
Steps to success is probably one of the most important pieces of paper you're ever going to have in this business. And if you just type in steps, you will see that it pops them all up. So in all the different countries, United States is usually down here at the bottom. So if we go down here and we go to download, it's gonna pop up your Steps to Success flyer. So we're gonna pop that up real quick here, and I'm gonna go over that with you guys real quick here. Now, your sponsor, your enroller, the person that got you started in this business, probably went over this with you when you first started. The reason that they went over this with you is that because this is what we use to talk to potential people that we want to have in our business. So you can see here, step 1 is to join the party, talks a little bit about qualifying, boosting, earning some cash. Then it goes down into step 2, which is wrap rewards. So every time you find 2 new people that want to become a customer from you, you get a box of wraps for $25, and that's for body wraps and face wraps. So if you're spending $25 on a box of wraps and you're selling those wraps for $100, you're going to make $75 in profit off of each box. So step 2 here is to find 4 loyal customers, and I encourage all of my new distributors to do this as fast as they can for a couple different reasons. A, you're going to start making money super quickly, which we all want to do that. B, it's going to get you those wrap rewards quickly so that you can get those $25 boxes of wraps so that this business won't ever cost you any money. And then after you get 4, so C would be after you get 4 loyal customers and you do that in your first 30 days, which we want you to do that way quicker, you're going to get $120 in product credit. So you could start your story, your personal testimony with some products that you love, or get 2 boxes of wraps for free, which is going to make you $200. And then step 3 is that going Ruby. So you're going to look for 3 friends, 1, 2, 3, that want to make some extra money. And those 3 friends are going to complete step 1 and step 2. And one of those friends is going to know 2 people in their life that needs to make some extra money. For instance, when we first started, my first 3 distributors were my future sister-in-law, Athena, my best friend, Lisa, and a friend of mine, Renee, off of Facebook. And then Athena enrolled Jessica and Laura, and that started my Ruby. Everyone completed step 1 and 2, which pushed me to Ruby, got a nice paycheck, and then now they've got that $500 bonus, which wasn't available back then. So it's a lot of money really quickly. Justin and I figured it out, and it's about $1,800 that you'll earn over a 2-month time period just for completing this 1 page here. So steps to success, very important. It's a great way to talk to potential people for them to see how easy this business is. This is a business of talking to people, getting a wrap on their body, or finding something in this product line that's going to touch their heart, or helping them make a little bit of extra money. So that's your steps to success. I would encourage you to print one of those out, and as you are enrolling customers and distributors, to write their names down on that sheet, put it up on the wall, and that'll help you and your enroller know how quickly you're moving. Now, the mobile app, which we are going to be doing a completely different video on, there's a really cool way on the mobile app for you to see how many customers you're getting as a new distributor. They actually light up, which is really cool, and then as you get distributors, it lights up. So it really helps you to keep track of that.
Yeah, that was great. Again, steps to success. That's how we explain the business to people. That's what we do. That's what we do for a living. We fill out our steps to success over and over, and that's how we become successful. Other things, your reports is going to show all your information. When you get customers, you can see, you know, their address and numbers and stuff to contact them under reports. That's another video for another day. Last, I do want to show you under orders. When you get your first 2 loyal customers and you get a wrap reward or an applicator reward, this is where you redeem them. So you go to orders, then over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see applicator rewards. When you have rewards, you're going to see the number of rewards you have here. They do store for a little bit of time.
60 days.
But they also do expire after 60 days. So make sure when you get them, guys, that you're using them. It's $25 plus tax. Shipping is free. Shipping is fast. You have options to get faster shipping. Don't be fooled and click them. Just to let the free shipping reign, baby. Let that free shipping reign. So go ahead. You can choose between body and face if you've got a couple rewards. Say if you want to get 2 body and 1 face because you had 3 rewards, you can do that. Or you can use some of them. You don't have to use all of them in one order either. You can order at your discretion. And since you're not having to pay shipping, you can do that all you like. You can check your order history and stuff here as well.
Moving over to commissions. Commissions, we're not going to click on that, but commissions get paid out. I get this question a lot. So commissions get paid out on the 15th of every month as long as you've made $21 or more the month before. If you only made $20, then that $20 will be added to the next commission check that you get. So if you enroll really late in the month and you only make about $20, say, in commissions that month, you would not be getting a commission check on that 15th of that month in 2 weeks. You'd be getting a commission check of the month after that, which is what happened with Justin and I because we enrolled on the last day of the month.
For example, if you signed up today, which is the 14th of March, and you didn't get any customers until the 2nd of next month, well, you're not going to be getting a commission check on the 15th of next month because this month's commissions, you didn't have any customers, so you didn't earn any money. Okay, that's how that works. Now, if you signed up a couple customers, but you only earned, like she said, anywhere under $21, let's say you earned about $15 in commissions because you've had 1 or 2 customers and not order very much, you would only get that pushed forward to the next month. So on the 15th of the next month, if it was under $21, they don't actually set up your account to get that money taken out yet. So that money will just be pushed forward to the next month. So during April, when you're expecting to get that check, more auto ships run, you get more customers, then you get over the $21 month, you would get paid in May. If you want more clarification on that, there's stuff in the document library, or you can contact your enroller for clarification. Outside of that, we've got our
auto ship.
Yep, auto ship. Wrong button. So your auto ship, this is what was going to set you up with 2 boxes of wraps. If you want to edit it, you just click on edit, and then you can either change the date, you can change card, shipping, and the items. I'm not going to go through that today just because we are pressed for time, guys, but it's pretty straightforward.
It's super easy. Just make sure at the very, very, very end that you click the giant, huge monster save button. Every once in a while, I'll have a distributor say, oh my gosh, I ordered this, but it didn't, I got something totally different. And I'm like, did you click the save button? And they're like, I don't know. So make sure you click the save button because otherwise the computer doesn't know that you've made your decision.
And after you've clicked save, just double check it, guys. Just go right back up here, click on auto ship, refresh the page, and it'll tell you if you see the same thing as you saw before when you started, and you changed it and it shouldn't be the same, then odds are you didn't click save. So go back through, make your changes, be sure to hit save. Do not click create new auto ship. New auto ship is actually going to add a secondary one. So unless you want 2 auto ships running each month, don't click create new auto ship. Then you have to cancel one, and it's just not worth it. Just edit your one auto ship. If you want to get more products after you've run an auto ship in the month, you can place an additional order under the orders button. And once you have your product credit, that's how you're going to redeem that 120 in free product credit when you get your 4 loyal customers, is by placing a normal order and then you pay with product credit. There's a video for that. Don't worry. You don't need to know that today. Once you get it, your customers, we can go through that.
Support next.
Then we've got our support tickets. This is how, if you have any issues with orders or your eSuite, or you just have a general question about your account and you need help with it, and it's too late to call customer service, or customer service is so busy you can't get a hold of them, like on Mondays, because Sundays is a short day, so sometimes Mondays get overloaded on the phones. You just create new ticket, type in what you want, be very descriptive. If it's an order, make sure you're putting in the order number. If it's a question about one of your distributors or customers, make sure you're putting in their user ID number so that they can find that customer. Make their job easy, guys. That'll make your responses better. And again, you can actually put in customers through here. That's another video for another day. I always recommend calling first.
Absolutely.
Last thing on here is your training.
So important.
So we've done our basic training here today and gotten you set up, got you familiarized with all your stuff. The Training Academy is going to take that much further. You're going to get more in depth with products, steps to success, how to talk about the company, how to talk about the opportunity and the products with your potentials, as well as how to actually go through this website. Some of that more in-depth stuff that I was telling you about, you can find here in the Training Academy. So go through these videos, guys. I would like everyone watching this video, if you have not gone through them, to make sure you are visiting them and contacting your enroller and telling them 3 things you liked best about it. The 3 things that you thought were eye-opening, that you loved, and also give them 3 questions, maybe something you need a little more clarification on. Do that, please. Send that to your enroller, and maybe even send us a message and say, hey, I watched it. I'm super excited. I asked my enroller 3 questions. We would love to hear that feedback from you guys. Make sure you guys are out there doing it. So to watch the Training Academy, you click on It Works You, you click on Training Academy. Now, if you're anything like me, you're just gonna get a blank screen. That's just what Google Chrome does for me. If I do this on Firefox or Safari, there's lots of ways to look at the internet. We're all using something different, Internet Explorer. It may pop up for you. If you're like me though, and it doesn't, you can actually access your training through my It Works training.com. So make sure you're writing that down, or better yet, you're typing that into your address bar. You go to My It Works Training. There it is. Now that's all the videos that should have popped up here. It would look just like that right here on this screen. But here, if we go to myitworkstraining.com, bookmark that. I'll bookmark it right now, even though I don't need to because I memorize it very well, but I will add it to my bookmark. I'll move that puppy right up here for you guys. Here's my Training Academy. So now I can just click Training Academy and get there right when I need to, real fast, get that response. So again, like we said, steps to success, managing your business. That's all the eSuite and mobile app videos to help you navigate through.
Now, any distributors that are on my downline that I've personally enrolled, you're going to get this message a lot. So when you send me a question about how to redeem a wrap reward or product credit, or what's the steps to success, or what does defining gel do, or any of the different questions you're going to get this one from me a lot. Training Academy, myitworkstraining.com, and to look at the Training Academy, because a lot of those questions are going to get answered in these videos. And the really cool thing I love about these videos is they're only like 20 seconds a piece. So they're really super short. If you click on product info, for instance, and you look down, there's everything. That is everything in the line. So if you guys want to know what it is that you're distributing, these are great little videos. They're awesome. Managing your business, like Justin said. This is going to give you, what is ADBV? What is this eSuite thing? What is this mobile app thing? What is all of that? Oh, mobile app. That's a brand new one. So you guys want to know what the mobile app does? Well, look at that. You're going to have a brand new video on it right there. So invaluable information. Each and every distributor that I personally enroll, I have them go through this Training Academy. It was such a blessing to us to be able to grow our business.
And the best part is you're going to get all this information from the horse's mouth. Product info is coming from the guy that made the products.
That's pretty important.
It's nice when I tell you what it does, but when Dr. Don tells you what it does, you're hearing exactly what it does. So watch these videos, guys. It will really help. Other than that training, we now have, I'm going to come back here to the eSuite, click on It Works You. There's our training academy. You also have a 100-day social media adventure. So if you want to learn how to grow your business through social media, then you need to get this, guys. It's $50. It's on sale right now. In 2 weeks, it's going to go up to $100. So save yourselves $50. Get this right now. You can also watch this video. This is John Eric Mosler. He is our social media training guru. He's worked for companies, a few small companies like Google and Pixar, probably Disney, and a bunch of other, real small businesses out there. Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't, but he's taught them how to do social media. I want to say this again. He taught Google and Pixar how to do social media, and now he's teaching us. So if you're not taking advantage of this, you are losing out on just awesome training for $50. You need to get it. I don't even care if you work this business for a week and don't like it. At least you got social media training. For whatever it is in life, I want you to get this.
And
really
when I
important.
have a distributor say, well, I'm just not getting any love on my Facebook, or nobody's messaging me back, the first thing you're going to get from me is
John Eric Mosler.
John Eric Mosler. Did you watch your social media training? Because we've been in this business for 2 years, so you guys know I probably blew through everyone on my Facebook a long time ago, and I hadn't gotten love on my Facebook for a very long time, except for other distributors. I started doing this social media training myself, and I've enrolled probably 5 or 6 distributors and maybe 20 customers in the last couple of months off of my Facebook that I hadn't gotten any love on for quite a while.
So get these videos, guys. He posts a video every day. I believe we're about at 50 now, so he's about halfway through his course. So every day, it's just a short little 8-minute video. It's really easy to follow along, keep up with. And once he's done with a 100-day adventure, that training will continue. It just won't be through those 100-day social media videos. But really important, guys. You got to get on this.
Everybody that's on this video today, I want you to go to the social media, though, and actually watch this video right here. This is the, we got to see this live at conference, and it completely changed my life and really touched my heart.
Yeah, he was like my second favorite part of conference, other than hearing about the double bonuses. So watch him. He's really, really, really captivating. You guys are going to love it. So that's your eSuite, guys. This is all the information you need. Again, if you want to learn more, get to your training, go through that this week, come back to us with your questions. That's that. So we are going to move into just a couple of resources here before we go through our how to invite little training here for you guys. So again, we had myitworkstraining.com. We also have myitworkspay.com. So once you do get paid, you just go to myitworkspay. There it is. Welcome to myitworkspay. You're going to get an activation email once your account gets loaded, so you don't have to worry about that now. Once it does, it'll take you here. You get your money. myitworkstore.com. When you run out of Blitz cards in your kit or product catalogs, want to order a shirt, want to get a car decal, want to get a Bring It team set for you and your team, if you want to get earrings or tumblers or welcome to the party sign-in sheets, you want to get pins, scissors, pens, you name it. This store is awesome. We have a great design team. You just sign in, you create an account, click sign in, create account with your user ID. It'll log you in. Any distributor can order from this site. The stuff is cheap. T-shirts are, $17 to $20.
Yeah, it's not expensive.
Some of them obviously are more expensive because they're more designer style, but I mean, regular shirts that don't cost that much money, guys. So we don't want you going out there making your own stuff. You want to stay compliant. What does that mean? You want to be getting stuff that corporate is sending us. They work really hard to make really good stuff for us, stuff that catches the eyes and sells for us so that we don't have to spend all our time trying to make something up that isn't as effective. So just go to the store, get your apparel, get your signs or car decals or window decals, license plates if you're in a state that allows a front plate that says It Works on it, all sorts of stuff, business cards, you name it, it's all on here. So go to the store, get that stuff. You should actually have a coupon discount for first-time store orders for discounted Blitz cards in your kit, guys. So when you run out of Blitz cards, make sure you're getting more through the store and using that code. The other two I want to show you, My It Works. Again, they're all My It Works, and then it's going to be what helps you. So myitworksproductcoach.com, another great resource when people are really stickling you and want to know more about the products. You can send them to myitworksproductcoach.com. You can also send yourself to myitworksproductcoach.com if you want to learn more about all the products, certain things that are in them. When you read a lot of the product descriptions on your website, it may not tell you certain things like gluten or caffeine, how much is in it, but the productcoach.com does have a little bit more of those resources. My internet is really slow right now. All of a sudden, we're having a lag spike. There we go. So now it is. So if you go to your product coach, you can search for a certain thing. So let's say I wanted to know about gluten. I click search, and this awesome lady right here all of a sudden tells me everything that has anything to do with gluten. So Fat Fighters tells me about gluten. Does the core contain gluten? No gluten. You can click on these. It'll actually read the answer for you if you're too lazy to read, or you have bad eyesight. That's fine too. Not to single anyone out there. But go ahead. You guys can search anything in here. It's so vast, so much information. Again, we are super transparent. We are about educating our customers and distributors. The more you guys embrace that, the better you'll be.
That's an It Works hashtag, boom.
Holla. So the other great website is myitworksevents.com. Again, when you were on your regular website and you clicked events up at the top, it brought you to the calendar. This is a little more in depth. It's just got the It Works Use, which is where John Eric Mosler is actually traveling to teach us live on stage. Can't wait to see
Amber Perez, so lucky.
Oh, so jelly of you.
And I want to personally invite you guys right now to Green Carpet. So this is in July in Florida. Justin and I will be going. If there's enough of the team going, we are going to rent a house like we did for conference. It was the most fun I've ever had with 12 other women and Justin in my entire life. And we invite you to come to this life-changing experiences. We will introduce you to all the big wigs and really show you off at Green Carpet.
Not everyone that goes to events becomes a millionaire, but all the millionaires go to events.
Boom.
So get yourself to Green Carpet, get yourself to Limelights and all the other great conferences in January throughout the time, and get yourself to OTOMs and get on calls. Stay plugged in, guys, especially the big, what was the name of those? What do you call them? Delivery events or display events?
Exposures?
I don't remember. But
Okay.
get yourself to these events. One Teams, Dash, cool event, Limelight. So they're actually recreating Limelight for France, which is amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our first international conference, so that's a huge thing. If you know anyone in France or feel like taking a vacation and going to France, you can go watch Limelight and all recreate in another language, which is pretty cool. So My It Works events. The last one I'm gonna show you is our local events.
Yes.
A new resource that we just created for you guys.
Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome. So go to tonetightfirm.com/calendar. You can actually go to tonetightfirm.com/events as well, although the calendar it's a little easier to understand.
You can also find this in Bling It On in our team page. If you click on the pinned post, there's also a link there as well.
So go to tonetightfirm.com/calendar. Right here at the top, new videos have been added to our YouTube. If you click that, it will take you to our YouTube page. So I don't know how you're watching this video if you're not on our YouTube page already, but let's say you clicked that and you forgot how to get there. You can always get that through our website here. Once you're on calendar, you're going to see the calendar is full with all these amazing things. You just hover over. We have an online party here. We've got a team call on the 22nd. If you want more information on certain things, like today, we've got our Kitsap opportunity presentation. So that's got the address, but I'm going to go ahead and click on it and get a little more detailed information. What it's about. I can add this to my Google Calendar so that it's in my phone. If I've got an iPhone, I can add that to my iCalendar. I can get this on the map, pulls it right up so I have directions to wherever we're going. There's the address. I tried to make this as in-depth as I could, guys. You can also share this directly to social media if you want to invite your friends. When you share things, guys, make sure you're tagging a few friends and then you're calling them. Don't just do stuff through Facebook. If you're going to invite 5 friends to an event through Facebook, that's wonderful. It's a great way for them to get the address when they're on their way and they don't have to call you because then they can just check it through Facebook. But if you're relying on inviting people through Facebook, they're not going to respond.
All about inviting here in a few minutes.
We're going to teach you how to invite,
excited.
but make sure when you are sharing that you are tagging your friends and then you're personally contacting them And we're going to teach you how to do that here in 1 minute. So that's the calendar. You can also go straight to events and scroll down through. But again, this goes to date. It's kind of a little harder to see all the things going on and pick your date. But these are all the detailed stuff. When we have like a live event like our Newbie to Ruby, you can click here. It'll take you right to the live stream channel. So you can also share this calendar with potentials if they want to get on, or that actual event page. If I click on it, it'll take you to it. And again, most importantly, our OTOM here at the bottom, for March anyway, our Gig Harbor.
15 days. I am so excited.
15 days. I've got a counter here. You can register. You can tweet this. Here's the itinerary, the map, how to get there, everything that's going on. You can even order your tickets directly through our website, guys. If you didn't want to go through Eventbrite or couldn't find that link, just head on over to our events page. We also have links to all our Facebook event pages on all the events as well. So we're trying to make it as easy as we can for you guys to find the stuff, to bring your potentials and grow your business so that you guys can live the good life just like us.
And
so,
in honor of Whitney Rowley, you can take it to a whole nother level.
So that's that for that, guys. Thank you for sticking on for the basic training. Now we're going to talk about a little bit of inviting. I am going to wait a 2-second pause so that I can trim this video later, and it's okay. So sit with me in a sounds of silence.
We'll give it just about a minute, guys.
All right, welcome back. I'm going to look at the chat here real quick, too, just to see what you guys have been saying, see if there's any questions I can answer right before we go in. No, I don't see anything in the chat. You guys may have been chatting. I know every once in a while this chat freezes up, and we were having issues earlier, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. You can always send either one of us an instant message if it's something important that you want us to discuss real quick. We do have our phones on us. So there's that. I don't see anything there.
Oh, I have someone that's interested in joining the business.
Yeah. Okay, that's for something else.
Okay.
Okay, so now
The art
of
of inviting. Now we have found, Justin and I have been racking our brains because we'll do events and we'll have all these things planned, and then we'll show up and we'll say, there's no one here. And we'll say to the distributors that are there, well, did you guys invite anyone? And they'll say, well, I invited them on Facebook, and I sent out a couple text messages, and I did make a few phone calls, but just no one showed up.
I did as much inviting as I could without actually having to do any work. Usually that's what I hear. It's I did all the things that I didn't have to actually use my voice or feel like they could ask me any questions about. I made it very open-ended. When we hear that response, there's usually zero turnout. There's nothing worse than doing your first launch party where you're hoping people come to support you and hear your first run through of the party and nobody shows up. That's a terrible feeling. That's actually what stops most distributors from continuing. So think about that when you're building your team. You get a new distributor, they do their launch party, no one shows up. That could be discouraging.
And if that happened, that's okay. Guess how many people showed up to my first party? Guess how many people showed up to my second party? And at my third one, I finally had 3 people because I think they just felt so bad because they had to come to the other 2.
We guilt tripped them.
It might have been a little guilt trip.
It was a technique.
But
I don't recommend it often, but you can do it if nobody shows up.
But we didn't know the art of inviting and how to invite people to things. So we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to help you be able to invite people. So we've got some stuff written down here.
I actually got this really cool thing
here. Video thing because Justin's crafty like that. So the art of inviting. Okay. How to get more people to see your business opportunity. So Justin, let's start with slide number 1.
I gotta click some buttons here. Hide. Okay, I can do it this way. Great. So we're going to actually skip over here to this. So your 8 steps to a professional invitation. You guys are professionals now, and we are going to help you professionally invite, because the better you are at inviting, the more people show up, and then you can allow your presentation skills to then take over. Or again, if you're inviting them to a local opportunity meeting where you have the help of your team to help talk and answer questions, you're going to be much more successful. So the 8 steps to a professional invitation are as follows. Be in a hurry. Compliment the prospect. You make the invitation. If I, would you? Confirmation number 1, get the commitment. Confirmation number 2, confirm commitment. Confirmation number 3, schedule the next exposure. And then finally, you gotta get off the phone.
So what we're gonna do here is I'm actually gonna invite Justin to something, and we are going to go through these. So number 1 is to be in a hurry. Why do we wanna be in a hurry? Well, people are attracted to the non-needy. They're shorter invitations, less questions, less resistance, and then people respect you and your time. So there's something that happens in the sale or in the invitation, and a lot of times it gets killboshed in the first 2 seconds because people actually talk themselves out of the sale. We also call that diarrhea of the distributor. So, and we did that in the beginning. So I totally understand how you guys feel if that's what's happening right now.
So if you seem like you're in a hurry on the phone, or even in person, you can be in a hurry. Hey, I got something I got to run to real quick. You were on my mind. I just had to talk to you while I had time. What that's going to do is allow the customer to say, oh, okay, so I'm going to pay a little more attention to you. I'm gonna, because you're in a hurry, I don't want to hold you up, and you've clearly got something important. So I'm just gonna listen, try to answer the questions, and just get at what's really important. It kills all the flutter and just lets all that go. Instead of that hour-and-a-half conversation, you can only have 1 invitation to. Yeah. Now in an hour and a half, you can get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-minute conversations.
And that's how I usually started out. So when I talk to someone, I'll say, hey, I only have a minute to talk because I know you and I are both really busy, but I wanted to, and then I go from there. So
here's some examples. Your hot or warm market. Now, again, that's your best friends. That's that 25 list, maybe even that hundreds list that you're going to start with before you reach into your cold market. So your warm market, hey, I've got a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. That's how you can show them that you're in a hurry and get your conversation going, speed up the invitation process. Hey, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important that I reach you. Do you have a minute? I was running into a meeting but needed to talk to you real quick.
And what I did with that one when I first started was at the salon, I was running back to a customer. So I would say, hey, I've got to get back to a client, but I needed to talk to you real quick. For someone that was in the nursing career, it could be, hey, I've got a patient I need to get back to, but do you have a second for me to talk to you real quick? Whatever your profession is or whatever you're doing, use that. If you're not actually running into a meeting, people are going to be like, what meeting? What's going on? So use whatever it is that you are doing in your own personal life.
Yeah, I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. That's an easy way to be very, very vague about it. Now, here's the cool thing. So I hear this a lot from potentials. You know, I'm super busy. I won't have the time for this busy. Well, one of the reasons why we love busy people is that when they send out invitations, they are in a hurry. And they do this naturally. It's something that just happens. But look, if you're not a busy person, you're in this business because you had some extra time and you really do just see the opportunity and you want to spend more time doing this kind of thing, just learn to be in a hurry. Hey, maybe you should be booking up invitations every 10 minutes. Then you'll be in a hurry. Put yourself in a position where you are rushed if that's what you need to do, if you need to feel that genuineness. Otherwise, just learn how to incorporate this. What are some of the things you can say?
Well, in cold market would be people that you're maybe meeting out when you're blitzing, some leads that you got on the phone, whatever they may be. Those are people that maybe you don't have any rapport with yet. So what I'll say is, you know, oh, now isn't the time to get into this. I got to go, but, you know, do you have a second to talk? Or I have to run really quick, but I wanted to find out, you know, something. And that's a good way to just kind of get the conversation started.
So again, things to remember for this concept. You're busy, you've got a lot going on, you're excited, and your time is short, but this is really important, and I wanted to talk to you.
Absolutely.
So that's the first step, be in a hurry. Now we want to compliment the prospect. It's really, really critical that you are complimenting them. Why? Because we want to build rapport. That's R-A-P-P-O-R-T. Funny word to spell, but it's a really important thing to remember. When you build rapport, when you compliment, you're building trust. It's really important to have that trust if you're going to be either in a business relationship or they're going to order products from you. It's very important that they trust you. Look, they're going to give you money or they're going to give you their personal information. They need to trust you to do that. I don't give out my stuff to people I don't trust. If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't even give you much of my time. I would try to walk away. So building that trust is important, and the best way to open that door to trust is through compliments. So get that communication started with a compliment and find something genuine, guys. Don't just throw out random willy-nilly compliments, things that you say all the time. Be genuine. You know, if you're talking to someone you grew up with, hey, warm market, we've got some examples here, like, you've always been so supportive of me, and I really appreciate that so much. You know, that's a great way to open up a compliment to someone you know. I use this a lot with family. You know, you've always been so supportive of me. I really appreciate that. It's a very honest and easy compliment to give. You have an amazing mind for business and can see other things people don't see. You know, when you're reaching out to those friends of yours that are on your chicken list, you know, those ones that are already successful and have always been awesome, that's usually why they kind of scare you, intimidate you a little bit to get on these. So that's a great compliment to give them. Hey, you're awesome. I really think you'd be great at this business.
Well, and I think people tend to, especially when they first sign up to distribute, they think of all of their friends that they have that are just so crazy broke and can't possibly afford to get into this business. Well, that's great, and they do need to make money. But I want you guys to look at the people that are successful in your life, because you want to surround yourself with the people that you want to most be like. So if you're looking for successful people, you know, everyone's definition of success is different, but you know, looking at us when we first started, Justin had a career, I had a career. I think people were hesitant to ever ask us. I never got invited to I had never been invited to an at-home party or to join any business. And when I started this business, I had people tell me, hey, I never thought of approaching you. You always seem so busy. You always seem so successful. Well, what they didn't know is that I was miserable at my job. My feet hurt every day. My back was killing me. I had done it for 15 years. Justin and I never saw each other, and we were still broke.
And I wish I had started network marketing when I was 18.
Absolutely.
So now if you've got some cold market examples, let's say you're walking into a salon that you really like. You got their number, now you're going to call and invite the salon owner or that professional that you don't really know. Maybe you met them once or something. You're going to want to use a little more cold market response, like, hey, you've given me some of the best service I've ever received. Hey, I absolutely loved that haircut you gave me. That was fantastic. You have a great shop, and I wanted to give you a few minutes of your time if you have it.
I do this all the time. And so when we go to a restaurant, let's say that the waitress comes over and says, how are you doing today? And Justin and I both say, amazing. How are you? And she says, I'm doing great. I'll say something like, okay, so I'm totally obsessed with your glasses. Where'd you get them? Or the girl yesterday at the restaurant with the St. Patrick's Day socks.
Those socks
oh my
are
gosh,
awesome.
I love your socks. Where did you get them? You seem so creative.
And she said, I love your earrings. You seem very creative as well. Open up instant trust, guys. Find something on people that you'd like. It could even be, I wouldn't usually compliment people on their accents. They might take it the wrong way. But there's lots of things you can compliment.
Lipstick, how quick they were to bring your order. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a compliment.
Yep. So that's the concept. Remember, it's got to be sincere. Find something about that person that you can genuinely accept. Now, if you're looking at them and all you see is negative, just don't talk to them then. Look, there's billions of people in the world. That's one of the great things about this business. We get to choose who we talk to. So if you're out blitzing, you're at the store and you're wondering who you can talk to, look for something to compliment somebody. That's a great way to find out how to start dialogue, because if you see something you can compliment, you can start an actual honest dialogue with people and you'll have better results. Professionals do this constantly. Some people are natural at this. Charity is a natural at complimenting people. It's something I wanted to acknowledge her about. I actually did the other night when we were in the car reading this. And I just had to tell her, I was like, you know what? That's something I personally have a hard time with, is complimenting people. I also have a hard time accepting compliments. You might be that person too. Maybe you have a hard time accepting compliments or giving them. And you need to look at yourself in the mirror today and say, hey, you are worth the compliments. You are a good person. You deserve this. So if somebody gives you a compliment, start saying thank you and start giving out more compliments. It'll also help you feel better. It'll help them feel better and allow you to accept more of them. So start giving out compliments, guys. If that's all you focused on this week alone, that one skill, how to give out high fives, hugs, and thank yous, and some compliments, it'll change your business and it'll also change your life. So get out there and give some hug, guys. So that's step 2. Step 3 is actually making the invitation. So there's 3 ways to do this. There's the direct approach, the indirect approach, and the super indirect approach. Now, direct approach, I like. It's straightforward. However, it doesn't always get the best results unless you're really confident and comfortable with it. The indirect approach is a little more effective, and you can use it a little more open-endedly with people. And the super indirect approach, harder to master, but once mastered, has a very high success rate. Direct approach. Hey, I have an opportunity, and I know this is going to work for you. That's just straight up. Hey, I've got something I want to share with you. Hey, I've got this business. And we tell a lot of people, we probably told you in the beginning, call your best friend up and say, hey, I've got this crazy opportunity. You need to come over and we got to do this. That's a direct approach.
That's how Athena and Lisa both, I invited Lisa over for dinner, and there wasn't dinner, but there was a $99 business builder kit. And those are people in your life that you have influence over. They trust you. So just saying, hey, I've got this opportunity. It's amazing. I'm so excited about it. You've got to do this with me if this is going to work for you. You can use any of these approaches on either warm or cold market. However, I think the direct approach probably works better towards your really warm market. Doing it on the cold market, it can be effective, but it's got to be the right person, and that's something that's hard to judge. Other direct approach ideas: I need your help, guidance, support. So this would be great for your mom, your grandparents, your aunt, your uncle, your launch party. Hey, mom, I really need your help. I need your guidance and support. I just started this new crazy business. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've always really valued how supportive you've been with me. Would you mind coming over and listening to me and letting me practice with my party pad, in this case, in this business, and help me practice talking about my business? Or perhaps you were talking to that guy the other night, colleague or something, and you were talking about business or recreation or whatever, and they just, they wanted something different with their life. So maybe you responded, hey, when you told me that you wanted to get into a new business and start saving money for the kids, were you serious or were you just kidding around? I think I found a way for you to start saving for your kids and kind of live the life you want to live. And make that happen. Is that something you'd actually be interested in hearing more about? So it's more the direct approach, but it's filling in the blanks. That's why it's important to get to know people, ask them questions, go through form, which we've done some videos on. We'll do some more videos on as well in the future here. Family, occupation, recreation, material desires. The more you know about them, the better you can Justin, when you told me that you wanted to take the kids to Disneyland, were you serious or were you just kidding around? I think I may have found a way for you guys to go there and make that happen. Yep. The last thing, I think I found a way for us to really boost our cash flow. Cash flow is a very fancy word for making more money. People who like money and are good with money will know that word. So use cash flow, even if you don't quite understand it yet. And if you want to know more about the word cash flow, I recommend reading the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He explains cash flow, and it's a brilliant book. Absolutely. So that's the direct approach. There's also more here on the direct approach. We got a lot of options. Have you ever thought of diversifying your income? Do you keep your career options open? Very direct, okay? And we're not going to go through all of them. Then there's the indirect approach. So you can use this with friends and family. You can use this with people you just met. It's a little less up in the face. So if you don't think of yourself as a very direct person, maybe this is where you want to get started. Hey, I just started a new business and I'm really nervous. Before I get going, I need to practice on someone friendly. Would you mind if I practiced on you? And this is the one that I'm going to encourage every single one of you to use, even if you've already been in the business for a while. So let's say you've been in the business for a bit and you had a couple launch parties. They weren't successful because you probably went into salesman mode, which is usually what happens at the beginning. I'm going to encourage you to go back to this one. This is the one that I encourage you to use more than anything. Hey, I just started this new crazy business. I'm super nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. Can I please practice on you? Would you mind if we got together for coffee? Easy, simple, nice invitation.
I have a new business that's expanding in your area. It's really blowing up. Would you do me a favor and take a look at it so you can give me your opinion on it if it'll be successful in your area? Maybe that tags on to that compliment you gave before. Hey, thanks for that haircut. You've got a really successful salon here, and I've got a business that's moving into this area, and you seem like you've got good connections and you know the people. Would you do a favor and take a look at it, see how that ties into the compliment now? So that's the indirect approach. Super indirect approach. Again, this is really hard to master, but it's a really successful technique because as you're giving out the invite, they don't actually think that you're inviting them, but by the end of your invitation, they'll be the ones invited. So this is a very complex thing to do. It's hard to learn. Get familiar with indirect and direct first, then start learning how to do super indirect. For instance, some examples. The business I'm in clearly isn't for you, but I wanted to ask, what do you know, who do you know that's ambitious, money motivated, and would be excited about the idea of adding more cash flow to their lives? They're gonna start thinking of their friends to add, but basically you're going to start saying so much good things about it that they're going to be the ones interested in coming.
And this would have been the best way to approach me. I think that if my enroller would have approached me with this approach, I actually probably would have enrolled quite a bit quicker, because what she could have said is, you know, hey Charity, I know you're super busy at the salon, but I wanted to find out, do you know anybody that's super motivated, ambitious, you know, likes money, and they want to add some extra cash to their lives? Or do you know anybody that's been working in their business for a really long time and maybe they just feel like they've hit a wall and they don't have a lot of savings? Do you know anyone like that? This one right here would have spoke to me the most.
That super indirect approach right there is also a great way to save yourself if you tried a direct approach and it didn't work out so well. Hey, I wanted to show you this great opportunity. Do you have 10 minutes? You know, this really just isn't my thing. Well, okay, well, if it's not your thing, do you know anyone that's ambitious, money motivated? You could turn it around to see if they have any friends also. And then by the end, hopefully that also intrigues them as well. Or you're getting one of their friends' contacts. So who do you know that has hit a wall with their business and might be looking for a way to diversify their income?
That would have been me.
I work with a company that's expanding in this area, and I'm looking for some sharp people that might be interested in some additional cash flow. Do you know anyone that might fit that description? And they're thinking in their head, oh, I fit that description.
Right. Wait, what about me?
Sure, I've got a friend that I'd totally be interested in that. And so you're inviting them without actually asking them, and it can be very powerful. So that's make the invitation, if I would you. This is a secret weapon. It's very reciprocal. If I do something, would you do something? You're making an agreement. It puts you in a place of power and control. You have something of value, so you are giving them something of value, and you're getting something in return. You're also valuing your time, valuing what you have to give, and they're accepting that. It's like a transaction. And it works virtually every time.
Yep.
And when I heard this and saw this, I started relating it to the conversations that have been successful for our invitations, for our transactions, and we totally did it without even realizing it. So great tool, guys, if I would you. So examples, hey, if I gave you a DVD, would you watch it? If I gave you a CD, would you listen to it? If I gave you a few links, would you go through it? If I gave you my website link, would you check out my website?
If I sent you
this party pad video, would you watch it?
If I sent you the opportunity presentation, if I sent you to an online party.
And we've got this opportunity event today. If I sent you a link to that, would you watch that with me? Okay, if I gave this to you, would you do it? So that's if I would you. Really powerful step. That's really your invitation. Confirmation number one, get the commitment. So if I would ask you to watch this DVD or come to this opportunity meeting, would you do it? When do you think you'll watch this opportunity for sure? Don't suggest a time, ask the question and wait, make it real. Now they've said it yes twice. Hey, so, you know, opportunity presentation has a set time, but hey, there's this great video on YouTube I wanted to send you about the business. If I sent this to you, would you watch it? When do you think you'd be able to watch it for sure? Well, let's see. I got time on Sunday. I could probably watch it on Sunday. Great. So they've set the time. They've set the time. That's the very important thing.
Number two.
Great. So you said you'd be able to watch it by Tuesday night. Do you mind if I would call you on Wednesday morning? You should have seen it for sure on Wednesday morning, right? So they've said yes.
Or they'll say, oh, you know what? Actually, Tuesday isn't good for me. Wednesday's better.
Right.
So they might change that to meet a more personal expectation for themselves.
So you guys may have experienced this issue, maybe with trying to set up a time to talk with somebody, and you're like, hey, you know, let's chat. What's a best day for you? And they're like, or you don't even do that. You're like, hey, let's tack on Monday at 3 o'clock. And they're like, well, not really available for that. So what this allows you to do is actually find out that time in their schedule that they're available, confirm that time, make sure that they're actually checking out your invitation, and you're going to get a better response that way. So, hey, if you watch that video by Tuesday night, if I called you on Wednesday morning, you'd have seen it for sure, right? And if they don't say yes, you just reconfirm until, well, I can see it Thursday. All right, so if I call you on Friday, you'll have seen it, right? Yeah, absolutely. By Friday, I can do that. That's confirmation 2. And then confirmation number 3. This is simple. You just ask, what's the best number and a time for me to call? So, hey, I want you to check this out. Would you do that? Absolutely. So when do you think you could have watched this by? Well, I could watch it by Tuesday night. Okay, so if I called you on Wednesday morning, you'd for sure have seen this, right? And they'll say, no, but I think by Thursday I could do it. Okay, so if I called you on Friday, you'd for sure have watched this, right? For sure, Friday's the day. Absolutely, Friday sounds great. Awesome. So on Friday, what is the best number and time for me to call you? They're going to say, here's my number. So you got their contact information. By the way, that's a great thing. And a time for you to call them. And they're setting up the time. That's the beauty of this. You didn't set up anything.
They set up the appointment. Absolutely.
Now, if you have something going on Friday at 3, and that's the time they said, you say, ooh, you know, 3 is not going to work for me any other time on Friday. Mm-hmm. And if they say no, you'll say, all right, I'll make it happen. Don't you worry about that. I'll fix my schedule to set it. But if it doesn't work for your time, try to make it happen around your schedule. But make sure they're picking the day and stuff like that. It feels more comfortable. Then you need to get off the phone. Why do you need to get off the phone? You were in a hurry. You only had time to talk and compliment them and get them invited to this tool, this information. So you need to get off the phone at that point. Otherwise, you're not actually in a hurry. And if you weren't in a hurry, then you were lying, and all of this goes out the window. The other thing is, too, the more you start talking, the more you start driving them away. This whole invitation process is to get them to the exciting thing. You talking anymore is clearly not as exciting. So stop talking. Get off the phone. Hey, thanks for your time. Let's talk on Friday. So glad we had a chance to talk. Gotta
run.
Gotta run. Remember, you're in a hurry.
Done. Conversation's over.
Don't talk yourself out of it, guys. Other great ways to get out of this. Hey, I was running into a meeting but needed to talk to you real quick. You've always been so supportive of me, and I really appreciate that so much. So this is all that inviting first step. Invited you to a special presentation about the seminar on Sunday. Would you attend? When do you think you would confirm your presence? So if I call you on Tuesday evening, you'll be able to give me a confirmation, right? What is the best number and time for me to call? Great. We'll talk on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. then. I'll call you. Gotta run now.
And we'll do this real quick, actually. Justin, do you want to invite me to something?
Hey, Charity. I was super hurry real quick. I had a moment to call, and I just had to give you a call.
Great. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? You have always been so supportive of me, and I really appreciate that, Charity.
Well, thank you, Justin.
We were talking the other day, and you mentioned how you were looking to maybe add a little income into your life. So I think I found a way for us to boost your cash flow. Is that something you'd be interested in knowing more about?
Yeah, absolutely. This salon's killing me.
All right. So I've got this special invitation-only seminar coming up this Sunday. Is that something you think you could attend?
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Okay. When do you think you can confirm your presence?
Can I let you know Saturday or Friday? Can I let you know Friday?
Okay, so if I called you on Saturday morning or evening, would you be able to give me a confirmation?
Yeah, I should know by then.
Okay, so what's the best number and time for me to call you on Saturday?
You can just call me at this number, actually, if you want to.
All right, and what time would be great?
Let's say like 6 p.m.
All right, 6 p.m. it is. I'll call you. Thanks for the time. Like I said, I got to run, so take care. We'll talk to you on Saturday.
Great.
Click.
Click. So
Okay.
we didn't go over the whole opportunity presentation. It wasn't about that. Now, if someone says to you, well, what is this about? So when you get to the, I think I found a way for us to boost our cash flow, or I just started this business and I'm super excited about it, and the person says, well, what is it? Then I'm going to say, oh, it's this business called It Works. You may or may not have heard about it. I don't have time to go on it right now, but I wanted to invite you to this online opportunity presentation that we've got going on this Thursday.
Another great way you can answer that too is, look, I could sit here and try to explain it on the phone, but first of all, I didn't got time, and what I'm going to show you will actually say it a lot better than I can anyway. So I'm going to let this thing answer all your questions for you because it's way better than I am at explaining it. So, you know, admit that what you're doing is the cool thing. Not you talking on the phone is you're just setting up an appointment. You are not the exciting thing. What you're sending them is the hype, or what you're sending them to, the event, the opportunity, the video. That's the important thing. So let that be the shining piece of gold that they're going to want to see, not you. You on the phone is not shining gold. You complimented them. That was the gold. Now you want them to get to the really important thing. So that's how to invite, guys. Watch this video 100 times. I found this also online. You can go to this if you want to save these slides. I will put the link to that when I post up something on Bling It On today, and also in this Facebook event, so you guys can reference this and write down all those things.
And now that we've talked a little bit about, we're just going to wrap this up for the last couple minutes. Can you put it back to us, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've talked about kind of the ways to invite, I want to share with you what I've been seeing, which we have done. We've been just as guilty, I feel, just like you guys, but this is what I have found that has worked for me. So at the beginning, when we first got started, we were just inviting everyone through, like, let's say the opportunity presentation that we're going to be hosting here in a few minutes. I would just invite them through Facebook, and I would assume that they saw those Facebook events. Well, guess what? They didn't. It wasn't thoughtful, and all I did was click select all, which then people blocked me because they're like, oh my gosh, this girl just invites me to all this stuff. She's not being thoughtful. She's being spammy. She's
like those game request people that keep sending you game requests. You start blocking them, and you start blocking those games, and it could have been a great game, but all those invites, man, they ruined it.
Absolutely.
The other thing is just putting up a post and tagging them and being insincere.
Do you know how many things people get tagged in every single day? And not everyone checks their Facebook every day. Like, I know because you're all rap stars, you're on your Facebook every day. But before we started this business, I was on my Facebook maybe once a week, maybe. And I didn't even know there was an events calendar. So maybe I was invited to parties and I just don't know it. But I didn't even know that was a thing. And so when you do that, or you just send out a text message, hey, there's an opportunity presentation for my business at 12:30 on Saturday. Will you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. And there's no follow-up. There's no compliment. There's no being in a hurry. There's no communication. There's no rapport. None of that's existent. They're not going to come. So your chances of success are incredibly minimal.
So if you guys want to successfully get people to the next opportunity presentation or online party or online presentation that we're doing here in 5 minutes, is all you do. Take that hundreds list, take that first 25, send out an event invite. That's okay. Invite those 25 people on that list to this event coming up right now. Send them to that Facebook page. Put up a post, maybe either sharing that event, because there is an option to share that event to your wall so you can get some more exposure. Tag those 25 people in it and say, hey, I would love for you guys to come out and check this. Great opportunity presentation. It's a new business I started, and I've got some of my uplines on it who are going to help explain the business for me. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's going to be a good time. And then I want you to actually contact all 25 of them. Obviously, in the next couple minutes, 4 minutes, you can't. But
this goes for every event, every get-together, every online party. You know, a couple weeks ago, we had 9,000 people invited to an online party, and 20 people came. Okay, think about how many people were invited and how many people came. I would rather you personally call 5 people. I would rather you personally invite 1 person to come to that party, because we had 100 distributors coming. If everyone had invited 1 person, we would have had 100 people rather than 20 to that party. Remember, whenever you're inviting or you want someone to do something or get somewhere, you need to be thoughtful. They're busy too. They don't even know that you've invited them to anything.
So this is a skill, guys. What we showed you today are the tools to really develop on that skill and all the things you need to learn. Again, go to that link, see some of those resources. This is also pulled from GoPro by Eric Ward, W-O-R-R-E, Wary. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name very well. Great book. You can get it on Audible if you're not a reader, so you can listen to it. I really enjoy it. I will listen to it many times over. Repetition, as our good friend Bob Goshen here would tell you. So check that out. Look at that resource. Learn these skills. You're not going to have it mastered today. And no matter how much research you do on it, you're not going to master it that way either. So for all you people who want to just read it over and over and over again and think you've got it down, go ahead, read it over and over again, and then just start calling people.
Oh, right. Practice makes perfect.
Put it into practice, guys. This is the great thing about this business. It's actionable. You research, and then you put it into action, and then you review your action. Plan, do, review. So make a plan, which is researching that invites list. You got your hundreds list. You're going to call all 25. You're going to use that invitation method, and by the 25th, you'll have a pretty good idea of how well you did. You're going to look back. You're going to review everything that happened. You're going to say, how can I contact the next 25 better? And you're going to make a plan for it. You're going to do it, and then you're going to review. How can I make the next 25 better? And
if Justin,
you do it this way,
what if they'd already gone to their 100 list and they hadn't gotten anybody?
Well,
it's never too late.
Yep, pull that puppy back out.
Go back to the first person and do this just in a different manner.
Yep, and maybe the first thing you should do right before you contact number one again, just hop on their Facebook page. Look at what's going on in their life last week. Maybe some big stuff has happened. So that when you call, hey, I heard about this going on in your life, and I just wanted to congratulate you on whatever's happening. So excited for that. So we got to run, guys. It's time for the opportunity presentation. So I hope you've already invited some people. If not, maybe make a phone call real quick right now. Get them on this. Send them the link, the opportunity presentation. We've got that Facebook event. And also just send them to our YouTube. They'll see live now and be able to hop right on. So youtube.com/ToneTitanFirm. Thank you guys for coming and listening. And we're really excited to go to this business.
Starts with 1.
Starts with 1.